This week on Rangeless, we're embarking on one of our favorite adventures yet, a 4-day liveaboard cruise from Lombok, Indonesia to Komodo Island, where we go in search of the famous Komodo dragon. On the way, we swim with whale sharks and reef sharks, but only if we make it there in one piece.
We just finished packing. That took longer than I thought.
It always takes longer than you thought, especially because we're packing very particularly. The big packs are gonna go underneath the boat. We're not gonna have just like unlimited access to them. We can ask to get stuff out of them, but that's a hassle and a pain. So we had to put everything in there that we're not gonna need for the next few days, and then just take out a little bit of clothes, a little bit of toiletries. Not much toiletries, because there's no showers on these boats. Your shower is the ocean, you just jump in, and you can't use soap in there because that is bad. Never use soap in like a body of water. So it's just like a little bit of clothes and like some deodorant. This is a big pack. This is like clothes, towels, stuff. This stuff is all going underneath.
Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.
It's gonna be a tight squeeze.
Still have 2 more people to pick up.
We had to get nice and cozy for the 2-hour ride from Kuta to our meeting point.
Hello. Hello. Hello, my name is Ulul. I'm your leader here.
We arrived at the office in Bang Sao, and this is where they like sort you out, give you your stickers, see what boat you're going on or what bus you're going in.
We got water bottles.
And this is where you also buy like a beers if you want to bring them on the boat.
Sodas, they have some snacks and stuff, but as far as like sodas and snacks, I'd say get them before here.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad we did pick up stuff before we got here.
I'm excited.
Me too. Really excited.
How long did they say? 2 hours, 2.5 hours until we get to the port now.
Yeah, 2.5 hours from here.
And we already took our motion sickness pills, so we're drowsy.
Yeah.
We weren't long both knocking out and didn't wake until we stopped for a quick lunch and then fell straight back asleep again.
We just got here in the port. We don't have to worry about luggage this time. We just get on the boat.
The second boat, the second boat. Yeah, second boat. Pulau Mas. Pulau Mas.
Lunch has been served, and it was a lot of stuff.
It's a big feed.
It was
I'm surprised.
A lot. Me too. But the trick is, you can't eat that much at this lunch.
Not on the first night.
Not on the first night. We took our motion sickness pills, so
Could be good.
we should be fine, yeah. I'm gonna take another one tonight though before we go to bed.
Yeah. That's it. We're off.
We're off.
Yeah, we've got like an hour and a half cruise before we stop at the first island.
What island are we at?
Kanawa Island. Kanawa.
Kanawa Island.
Yeah.
And we can't swim because there's too many boats.
Yeah.
But that's okay, they have like a little dinghy they're gonna...
Ferry us across.
And I think the sunset's gonna be epic. This is unreal. I feel like an explorer, like a pirate that just marooned.
So the idea of this island is that we get here before sunset, and then we hike to this little hill right behind me here and watch the sunset over Rangeless in the background. But it looks like we're behind schedule because that sun just went down 5 minutes ago before we even got off the boat. But we're gonna go take a look up at the hill. It looks pretty good. It might be a nice view.
It definitely will be a nice view. What do you mean it might be good? Look at it. We're almost at the top. Sounds like a party up here. May have missed sunset, but this is freaking beautiful. It's getting darkening quickly. Everyone's gonna be heading down. Yeah, it's a nice little easy walk to get you off the boat and a nice way to like set the tone for the next 3 nights.
I'm glad now I didn't go swimming because it's cold out. It's nice and warm by the fire. We're back on the boat, enjoying a nice cup of tea. I'm getting tired. I don't know if there's food coming or not. If there is, I'll stay up. If there's not, I'm gonna sleep.
I don't want to watch someone come down here and like bust their.
Yeah, that mat was on that when my ankle almost went through the hole because the mat was covering
And
it.
someone else came down and almost did the same thing, so I just moved it because.
And it's not like that handrail is much good, if anything. It stops right there and then there's water. And if you go,
pirate ship, okay?
if you go the other way, there's no OSHA on a pirate ship.
There's no ocean on a pirate.
There was dinner actually, a big selection of food, and everyone was quick to line up and grab their share. The next morning we were woken by excited shouts from out on deck and everyone rushing out of the cabin to see what was happening. There were 2 other boats right next to us and people were jumping off into the water from all around. Then we realized what was going on. Whale sharks. We'd been told there was a possibility of seeing them on this trip, but didn't know what to expect.
We're going in, there's a whale shark.
I jumped in just after. From on the boat, I couldn't see the whale shark, and I almost had a heart attack when I looked under the water for the first time, and the first thing I saw was this huge monstrous beast to come swallow me whole. One of the boats was throwing bait in, and the whale sharks were circling to swallow it all up. Soon after, a bunch more swimmers jumped in and quickly circled the whale shark. At this point, both me and Britt swam away from the crowd because it felt wrong to surround the animal.
It's coming and then everyone panics and they're like,
Yeah, and then there's a few people that keep touching it. It's just like lacking respect for the animal. But it was really cool to see. You've never seen a whale shark before?
no, that's the first one.
So we woke up. And
Whale shark, whale shark.
whale shark, whale shark, whale shark, and then we all jumped off the boat. Pretty cool way to wake up. But now there's just too many people in the water because more boats have pulled up and like everyone's just like crowding this whale shark, and they did bait him in.
While we were a ways off with a couple of other swimmers, 2 of the whale sharks decided to swim out away from the crowd to where we were. While we definitely don't agree with baiting of whale sharks for tourists and wouldn't have booked the trip if we knew beforehand that's what happens, it was pretty incredible being in the ocean next to these huge, graceful creatures. Swimming along in the vast, deep, empty ocean alongside these massive animals made us feel minuscule and insignificant. Definitely a feeling of being exposed and vulnerable, even though whale sharks are the gentle giants of the ocean. Having the opportunity to swim alongside them was a once-in-a-lifetime experience that we will never forget.
It's kind of cool, but it feels like we're crowding it. Way too many people around them. But there's 2 of them in the water and there's 40 people swimming around them. And people are touching them and stuff. But it was nicer when we were like all the way out there and they just came up and we're passing through. It was just me and you know, rather than like a big circle of people and then it turns and then everyone's like scramble, 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 scramble.
Yeah, and a few times I saw the one whale shark like this, like straight up.
Yeah.
That is like so unnatural. Whenever you see that, it means they've not just been baited in like once or twice. Like they get baited in all the time.
Yeah.
It's like completely against their nature to be like this. So this might be something that they just do. They just bait them in so all the tourists see them on the boat.
Our reservations were very short-lived because immediately disaster struck.
Hello, excuse me, who doctor here?
Hi.
Yeah, try. See.
What happened?
You want to see it?
I don't know. Is it bad?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's deep.
No.
So that needs stitching.
Yeah, you need stitches.
No.
Because that's too deep. That's not going to heal by itself.
That's it for this week. Subscribe now to find out what happens next week on our way to Komodo Island.